here we go. One way or the other, it doesn't matter. Oh, well, shoot. I don't know. Live still isn't showing. There it is. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Daytona. I knew I was going to forget to do that. Anyway, welcome to Daytona, and I am Dead Man strolling up here in the booth, and guess who we have with us tonight? Yep, you guessed it. Sir Brazen Bull. What's up, buddy?
Asians here?
No, you.
Oh, me.
Yeah, welcome to Daytona. It is
definitely a lot nicer here than it is back home.
Yes, sir. And guess what? We got 17. I got a mouthful of peanut butter jelly sandwich. Whoops. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, we're going to get started right after this.
Nothing could surprise you. You thought you'd seen everything, but you never saw me coming. All eyes on me, ready or not, I'm making waves. Ready or not, you can't escape. Ready or not, I'm on my way. You can't stop what I got. Ready or not, ready or not. You best get moving. I'm about to change the game. Go ahead, try to outrun me. It's all the same. I'm on my way. You can't stop what I got. Ready or not. Ready or not. Can't escape, ready or not, I'm on my way. You can't stop what I got, ready or not. I come, so you better get ready, get ready. Something big is about to go down, ready or not. Ready or not. Ready or not.
Welcome to Daytona. I am Deadman Sterling, and my co-host is who the fuck are you? Oh yeah, Brazy Bull. You're that one guy. Totally not that guy. Totally different. And obnoxious Scott McCracken's in the house. Holy shit! You know what I forgot? My fucking teeth. I'm over here gumming a goddamn mic and I forgot my teeth. Oh well. Man, the things you got to deal with when you... No, they're qualifying.
Okay, all right. I was confused there for a moment. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, maybe. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe they just wrecked. I'm going to say no. Because, yeah, that was just... Been there, done that, right, Scott? Jesus. You know, I never thought, I swear to God, Scott, I swear to God, I would never, ever in a million years thought I would ever say, fuck, I forgot my teeth. But there it is. There and have it. Yep. Yeah. Tonight's our final race, baby. Tonight we get to crown a champion of the Xfinity. Who's in the lead? Why don't you go over that or give us the useless shit that you normally do? Why I go get my teeth? Are you going to talk into the mic or are you just going to whisper?
I'm talking into the mic.
Oh, you got to be shitting me. If I turn you down in Discord, it turns you... Oh. All right. Have at her.
So what you're saying is nobody heard anything.
Probably nobody heard a damn thing. Not that it mattered. Roy Hyde, it looks like, is going to take the pole tonight, huh? Maybe. But I'm sure no matter what, whether or not you know, they heard you or not, I'm sure it was a bunch of good news.
Oh yeah, you know, I was just getting the last fact on here of well, this damn thing changed on me.
Yep.
So there have been 41 people have been fatally injured on this track. 24 car drivers, 12 motorcyclists, 3 go-kart drivers, 1 powerboat racer, and 1 track worker.
All right, you really got to fuck up if you fucking died at Daytona in a powerboat. You know what I'm saying?
Idea.
I mean, you really had to mess something up or piss someone off. Just putting it out there. Yeah,
I could understand a go-kart driver because those guys, if it's those faster ones, those guys go pretty quick. I can understand that.
Oh
Go
yeah,
off the track, roll that thing over.
yeah.
Obviously, the most notorious death was Dale Earnhardt, killed on the last lap when his son won the race, February 18th, 2001.
Yeah. I was there. I wasn't there, but I was watching that day. Anyway, we got Roy Hyde. He's going to be our pole sitter. Matt Egan in the 0-2, right beside him. Michael McCullough is going to start 3. Burt Wilson 4th. Seth Steele 5th. Justin Ritchie 6th. Dakota Floyd will be starting 7th tonight. Vern Bradley 8th. Chuck Sweeney 9th. And Michael Whitmore will be qualifying 10th.
Then you got John Snew will start off in 11th. Cal Stewart going to start off in 12th place tonight. Ricky Fagone is going to start off in... okay, they just shifted around.
Yeah. And for some reason, Dakota Floyd just jumped into the pits. So he'll be qualifying and starting 17th. Not sure what happened there. But yeah, Dakota will be dropping all the way. Michael Whitmore will be dropping down to 18th, and Dakota Floyd will be dropping down to 17th. As we get ready to race, I guess we could probably put some volume in the race up now, huh?
So our points race going into the night. You got Chuck Sweeting in the lead, and first place to third place only separated by 10 points. So, and with third place in the pits right now, it was not a good spot for him.
Not looking good, huh?
No, because he's in third place. And he is 10, like I said, 10 points behind Chuck Sweeting right now. Richard Holland is in second with 9 points. Let's see. Burt Wilson is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got this all messed up. 5.
All right, there you go. Pace car is off the track.
6.
Green flag, and Dakota is still in the pits. So I'm not sure. He just left the pits. There he is. He's trying to get out there. But they're not going to do it.
That is going to put him a lap down. We're getting ready. I'm sure.
But this is Daytona, so you can damn well better believe that. Well, who knows? You got Roy Hyde, Michael McCulley, Seth Steele lining up behind. Chuck Sweeting already trying to move up. He's moved up 3 spots already. 0-2 of Matt Egan. And behind him is going to be Burt Wilson. Michael McCulley does fantastic at Daytona.
He is back.
What do you mean he's back? Well, there he is. Right there in second spot, right behind the 00 Roy Hyde. Not a lot of separation going on. Single file down on the inside. You got Burt Wilson, who is it? Justin Ritchie and Vern Bradley trying to bring that outside line. Roy Honey Bunny Hyde is leading here at Daytona. I'm going to step out on a whim here and say, hey, you know what? We haven't done it in a while. Let's do it. Crank it up. There we go. Well, that outside lane, Brazy, it looks like it's gaining a little. Not only is it gaining a little speed, but you got Burt Wilson. He just dived down in front of Roy Hyde. Now you got Verd Bradley. Jacob Daniels on the outside, along with Kyle Stewart, and I can't really tell. Is that the O2? Yes. Matt Eagle. But Burt Wilson up to the front.
Dakota must be having issues because he was back in the pits again.
Is he?
He was.
Yeah, he's running down on the skirt there. Not the place you want to be. Meanwhile, his teammates are both in the top 10. Jacob Daniels and, well, no, Johnson. Yeah, Johnson is at 10 right now. Jacob Daniels up 11 spots already to the 5th spot.
He's sneaking.
He's a sneaker right in there behind Vern Bradley in that 72 machine. Looks like that inside line is able to tighten up and run a little bit faster. That outside line just isn't able to get anything on them.
I'm wondering if this is going to be another situation where they're going to need 3 or 4 really tight together on the outside for them to do anything.
You know,
I know we've seen that in the past in other races where 2 won't do it, 3 could do it, but you really need that 4th one for some reason just to make it work.
Well, they did get Burt Wilson up to the front, and Burt Wilson bailed on him. Dived down in front of Roy Hyde, and, you know, just as we're talking shit, you know, here comes Vern. Going to get a bump there from Jacob Daniels. Well, are we going to have a big one tonight?
Yes.
Thinking so, huh?
I think so.
You think it? What the? You know, we can't cuss on this. This is the family channel, there, nation.
What the family?
What the family?
You know, it does look like that outside line is slowly inching up on there.
Oh, look at that. Michael McCauley getting out of line there. And he is dropping way back. Meanwhile, 86 machine right there. John Sanu catching up there and getting him behind Chuck Sweeney. Back up at front. Look at Jacob Daniels moving up another spot.
And these guys doing a lot of bobbing and weaving, trying to get some fresh air in there.
Burt Wilson don't have to worry about that. Burt Wilson's got all the fresh air that he can need. Now, Burt Wilson. What? Burt Wilson's dropping way back. He's going to go from first to ninth. Not sure what happened there, but look at this character. The 14 of Vern Bradley is going to go ahead and say, well, I'm not really sure, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take that first spot from you. Up 7 spots. He's going to get down in there, and Jacob Daniels is now going to be that lead car on the outside line with Kyle Stewart and Matt Egan. Bottom line now being led by Vern Bradley, Roy Hyde, and the 66 of Seth Steele. And here, and now Vern.
3 wide.
Vern is dropping back. What the hell? I thought this was a race. I didn't know this was leapfrog. Meanwhile, Jacob Daniels is out in the lead with Kyle Stewart on the outside. Jacob Daniels up 14 spots. Kyle Stewart up 11 spots. Now to hell with that, McCracken. It's a race. This isn't a team sport. And Matt Egan is going to push Kyle Stewart right up the front, but Matt Egan tried to come down, and Jacob said, no, you stay up there. Roy High going to drop it up to that outside line, thinking maybe they got something going. And just as he did that, Matt Egan ducked in behind the bottom sideline and left him out there with Seth Steele all by himself. It was at this moment.
That outside line is not where you want to be if there's no help out there.
Yeah, and there's definitely no help. It was at this moment. He knew. Oh, he's dropping back. Chuck Sweeney going to come in. Oh, even Seth Steele bailed on him and got him behind. Roy Hyde is the only car on the outside. Where are we at? 16 out of 90 laps. So maybe they're just, taking it easy and relaxed. And lots of racing.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Ain't nobody want to see that. We want carnage and wrecks. And no, I'm kidding. If the ambulance isn't called, it ain't a race, damn it. It's a real good one when, med flight comes in. Because that was a big one.
Vern popped to the outside for a second and then popped back in. But
Yeah.
no, not there.
McCracken, it may be a points thing if you set it up that way, but in this league, leading a lap does not gain you any points, from what I'm told.
Yeah, what we've been told, leading does nothing. It's where you finish.
And now Kyle Stewart is going to drop back. Maybe being, I don't know. I was going to say maybe with the points being so close, they're just kind of, I don't know. It don't make no sense to me.
Nah, there's
Racing
something
is
going on with
racing.
when you're out front.
Racing
Gotta
is
be.
racing. And there you go. Look at this. Look at that. The 66 is finally going to push. Sestill is going to push Chuck Sweeney all the way to the front. And now they're in first and second. Well, I'll tell you
And they
what.
left Roy Hyde behind again.
If you're gonna, oh, a little bit of bumping there, a little bit of bumping. If you're gonna get in behind somebody and draft him for the next 70 laps,
There will be a pit stop.
yeah, I'm gonna say that's a pretty safe guy to bet on.
Yeah, Kurt points leader, and I
Dakota
don't race well here, driver.
Dakota Floyd still battling with issues. Now 2 laps down. Chuck is going to go out to the outside, and he's going to let Seth Steele come up. Jacob Daniels is going to take that opening. And then Chuck's going to drop back down behind Jacob and settle in the middle there between him and Vern Bradley. Roy Hyde still all by himself out there on the outside lane.
I almost wonder if there's some issue going on with airflow that's causing them to, even though they're out front in clean air, it's causing them to heat up where they have to pull off and slow down a little bit.
I don't know. We'll have to find out later on in the interviews because we'll be talking to one of them gentlemen.
Maybe.
Actually, 3
You
of
never
them.
know.
Somebody's going to win.
They got Roy Hyde moving on up on the outside
Yeah.
line.
Roy says, all right, I'm the little engine that could, and I'm going to. The problem is you got the 66 of Seth Steele on the outside. And you got Jacob Daniels going back to the front with Chuck Sweeney in behind. Vern Bradley running 4th. Seth Steele running 3rd. And Roy Hyde is back up into 5th. What do we have? 18 tonight.
Yes.
Huh?
18 cars.
Michael Whitmore and Dakota Floyd back here in 17th and 18th. Hey, at least they got they got teamwork going on. Chuck Sweeney dropping down. And look at it. What the hell? Roy Hyde and Seth Steele using that outside lane, and man, the biggest gap of the night. And we missed it, cameraman. What the hell?
Way to go.
I think we can go here. There he is. Look at that. On the outside lane right there. Jacob Daniels is in front. Seth Steele on the outside. Roy Hyde. And they are just going to boogity, boogity, boogity on that outside lane. Never miss a step here.
Making that outside line work for him.
And Vern Bradley is now going to move up into third spot.
The way that they're just randomly jumping and catching back up and then slowing down, something is going on.
Something in the air. Oh, man, you can't do that. You get copywritten. What if it's my version of the cover? I mean, you know
as far as I know, if you're singing it, it's not.
I got to be really careful. I mean, when I sing that song, a lot of people think that, I'm Phil Collins.
Do they know?
But with more hair.
Really?
Well, everybody is at single file right now. And I'm going to be honest with you, Brazy. I'm a little taken back by that.
Well, like I say, it's been an interesting race to see guys in front dropping back all of a sudden randomly, and then all of a sudden the outside lane making the push that hasn't happened all night. And
yeah, but I don't think I've ever seen him go this long in single file. Oh, Roy Hyde up into the wall. He's going to get a little bit of taste, and that's going to slow him way down. And look at this, Vern Bradley, Chuck Sweeney going back to the front, being followed by Jacob Daniels and the 0-2 of Matt Egan. I'm not sure what's going on right there, but the 66 of Seth Steele, I don't know if he tagged a wall too. And Roy Hyde just drafted with him right up into the wall, but our first and second place leader is back down to 10.
still dropping.
They're going to go all the way to the ass end, to the back of the line. No soup for you. That's exactly where they land. Wow, that was wild. Meanwhile, Vern Bradley up there starting to get a little bit of distance over Chuck, about a half a second. I think Burns just said, "Piss on it, I'm out of here." Ticket,
I mean,
please.
he might have said that, but with what we've been seeing.
Well, here he goes down to the inside of the track, below the double line, and here comes everybody on the outside.
Yeah, Chuck going on the outside.
I'm so confused. Jacob Daniels now the leader, which we already know will last for about 2 laps. Judging by the way things are going. I would say it was like some pit strategy, but here he comes. Here comes Vern Bradley with his teammate, Michael McCauley, on the outside, and he's going to drop down and leave his teammate out there all by himself. Michael McCauley is going to be able to squeeze in behind him. Now what? What the hell was that whole thing on the last lap? He already had the lead.
He went back to bring Michael up with him.
Oh. What, do he need somebody to hold his hand?
I mean, maybe he did. Maybe he's like, come with me, Michael.
I mean, they've already jumped out. Look at that. They've already jumped out to over a 1.5 lead. First and second. Biggest lead of the night. You got to go a 2.5 down to that guy right there, Justin Ritchie. And then Justin Ritchie's got an extreme lead over Jacob Daniels. Mike is delicate.
And out of nowhere comes TJ Lee.
Right? Up 13 spots right there. The 34 car is now in 4th spot.
Coming hot.
He getting it, ain't he? He must have stole that car.
I'm starting to wonder if there's something that they're all trying to figure out. There must be some issue that's going on that they're trying to figure out. And a couple of them have now apparently figured it out.
Well, they're rocking and rolling. And TJ Lee is rolling, baby.
Yeah, because TJ come flying up the outside on them guys.
And he's already moving into about a second. Well, Bert's cutting that down real quick. And look at this. Look at this. From a lap down, Michael Whitmore is now not only on the lead lap, but in 8th spot. Dakota Floyd is still down 1 lap. But they were able to not only run him down, but now Michael Whitmore is on the outside working. Working, baby. Working. And that is Dakota Floyd said, hey, why bust up a good thing? Let's go. Jumps up in behind him, and you got a guy who is coming from 17th spot on the outside. Burt Wilson putting pressure on TJ Lee, and Michael Whitmore and Dakota Floyd on the outside. They don't seem to care. Crazy.
No, and it just adds to the I don't know what's going on tonight.
If you were to tell me that a car that was a lap down was not only going to gain their lap, but get back up into the top 5 here at Daytona in this league, I'd have told you were fluffing nuts.
Well, I think Michael was able to get out in front of everybody, and Dakota ended up getting stuck behind everybody. I think that's what happened. I don't believe Michael actually was a lap down.
No, he wasn't. But he was stuck in the pits just like Dakota, but Dakota went back in. Dakota had to go back in. That's why he is a lap down. But he was 2 laps down. Now he's only 1.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jesus, look at the gap. that Michael McCulley and Vern Bradley have been able to put over Justin Ritchie. Almost over 7 seconds.
And climbing. Although it looks like Justin Ritchie's dropping back off. Whatever issue those guys were having up front, it looks like Justin Ritchie's now having.
Yep, because Michael Whitmore, look at this. Michael Whitmore and Dakota Floyd are coming. They're coming, baby. And they're going to blow by Justin Ritchie like he's standing still. And they keep coming. Here comes TJ Lee, Burt Wilson on the outside. Somebody we haven't mentioned tonight, Richard Holland, Rick Fergone. Now moving up to the 7th and 8th spot. You got Roy Hyde back here with Seth Steele again, trying to go do that outside trick again. Meanwhile, Chuck Sweeney's back in 12th. Somebody tell me what the hell is going on?
Well, and Chuck doesn't need to win. He just needs to stay 9 places in front of Richard.
Yeah. Which, isn't happening
behind
right
Richard.
But these two right here, they're just taking their cake and eating it too. 8.5 second lead now. Whatever they were trying to figure out, I'm going to have to say it, Brazy, they figured it out.
Most definitely.
And they're just increasing that lead more and more and more. And Seth Steele and Roy Hyde have now moved back to the front pack of the lead lap. Moved into third. And right in front of them is Dakota Floyd. You think maybe something happened to Dakota and they all just feel bad for him? So they all, jockeyed back and forth, to let him get back on the lead lap?
No.
Hell no. Not just no. Hell no. Although from that scene right there, if you notice, a couple of cars dropped down on that double yellow line, man. Maybe they're maybe they're having heating problems and they're trying to cool that car off.
Which is weird from being in front.
Yeah, okay. That just threw that whole explanation out the door.
You would think with being in front, you're getting the fresh, cool air in there. You would think that it wouldn't be a heating issue. So I don't know exactly what the issue is, but we'll have to talk to some of these guys and find out.
Well, like Nation said, we ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody in this league got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I got bronchitis. Ain't
But
nobody got time for that.
I will tell you this. Roy Hyde right there is pushing Dakota Floyd, and they are gaining on Michael and Vern. What was an almost 9.5 second gap is now just over an 8 second gap. And they're running faster. They ran a 48.11 to the 48.82 of Vern Bradley.
Are you saying that they are what can be unburdened by what has been.
They are what can be, unburdened by what has been. Giving it all she's got, Scotty. Wait, no. Scotty's the one that says that. Captain.
Captain.
Yeah.
Give it all she's got, Captain. I can't give it anymore.
What's up, Trooper? How are you doing tonight? Welcome into the broadcast. Do. Well, Brazy, why don't you go ahead and read us down the top 10?
All righty. So, in the front there, all by themselves, with about a 9-second gap, you got Vern Bradley's running first. You got Michael McCulley behind him. Then you got Roy Hyde is currently running third place. Seth Steele is running fourth. Burt Wilson is going to be running fifth right now. Michael Whittemore is running fourth. TJ Lee is running in seventh place. I completely read that wrong, but anyways. Yeah, TJ Lee's in seventh place. Justin Ritchie is in eighth place. Mike Mitchell is ninth, and Richard Holland is going to round off your top 10.
There it is. Top 10 brought to you by Sir Brazy Bull.
Who apparently can't speak right now. Michael and Vern going into the pits.
Yep, Michael and Vern got themselves a pretty good lead. Now they're going into pits. Michael Whitmore is also going to... What? Yep. Michael Whitmore is going to come down to the pits also. So that's going to put Roy Hyde back up in front. And look. Wait. Is that...
That is Dakota Floyd, and he is...
on the tail of the lead lap. He has gotten both of his laps back. Your lead car is actually the 00 right there, and he's coming into the pits. Michael Whitmore looks like he had a little bit of problem there in the pit stall.
And it looks like he's now out.
Yeah, he's now out. So we're going to go back to the front here, and your race leader is that man right there, Seth Steele. And Seth is going to come down. Of course he is. Why? Because I just announced that he was the leader. I mean, why would you? Why would you not? See if we are 3 for 3. Burt Wilson is now your leader. TJ Lee making his way back up to second spot. And Dakota Floyd, there's coming in. Oh, the whole slew of them are coming in now. 3 wide into the pit road. No, I'm just kidding. Richard Hall, teammates Richard Holland and Rick Fragone up in the lead now with Chuck Sweeney in third. On a green flag stops here at Daytona. Welcome into WFO Racing Network. If you're liking what you're seeing, hit them that like 'em button. Subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss a race. Well, this is the last race of the season. About damn time. What's the matter there, Taco Bell? You getting lazy on me?
I was looking at the wrong screen. I was trying to figure out why I couldn't find the button.
Uh-huh. All right, there's your race leaders. Richard Holland, Rick Fragone, Chuck Sweeney, all coming in. That is going to be all cars in for a green flag. And back to your race leader. Vern Bradley and Michael McCullough. Once again. Richard Holland with an extremely back up into fourth. Justin Ritchie, he's going to be third. Dakota Floyd right there is showing, he's going to be showing 16th, but he is on the lead lap.
Yes, he is. Now the work begins. I'm confused.
All I know is
he's not on the lead lap.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, Vern Bradley. The one thing that I know is Vern Bradley and Michael McCullough are first and second. And they are on the lead lap, and they are increasing their lead once again to over 6 seconds over that man right there, Justin Ritchie, in the 55. And you were talking about points, and there is your points leader right there, the number 75, Chuck Sweeney, currently only 2 spots behind second place, Richard Holland. So you got to be thinking that Chuck right now is just like, all I got to do is stay right here.
Yep. All I got to do is stay right here, and if there's a wreck, I need to dodge it.
Yeah. And there we go. Justin Ritchie's going to go to the outside, and everybody's going to pass him down below.
Your favorite turn is 4, huh, Scotty? Nations is the left turn.
Well, depending on how much I've had to drink, Scotty, I'm going to have to tell you that the left turn into the restroom is my favorite turn. And speaking of the restrooms, why did they put the restrooms here at Daytona so goddamn far away from the broadcast booth? I mean, although it does go by the beer booth, the hot dog booth, and the nacho stand, so there is a positive on Although I did see Nation messing around in the hot dog stand, so. Yeah. Vern Bradley and Michael McCulley have increased their lead to over 7.5 seconds. Over 7.5 seconds.
So they've clearly figured something out.
Clearly. "52 laps.
Two laps of a clean yet confusing race.
Well, it's only confusing because we don't know shit. Somebody's probably out there going, well, duh.
Yeah, where's Text and Teller to give us the info?
Yeah. I would say, where's Mike McCulley? But he's got his hands full.
Yep. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he won it last year, didn't he?
I believe so. It was either that or Dega. But one of the super speedways, I know he was the winners. No, the women's restroom is on the right. I know, depending on what dress you're wearing that night, you get a little confused, but trust me. Richard Holland moving up into third now with his teammate Rick Fergone right in behind him. Shocker. Oh, and that's another thing. I wonder what happened with Dakota, because he seems like he's running just fine in a crowd. Misplaced.
I'm not sure.
Misplaced potty break, maybe?
Maybe.
I've been to this track several times, thank you very much. What, do you think you're the only goddamn person that has ever gone to the Daytona Raceway? Huh?
He said he's not ever been there.
I used to be a huge NASCAR fan. Then stopped watching them when they went to that car of tomorrow.
Then he just became a nut.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, look out, man. You got Jacob Daniels. Look at this. You got Jacob Daniels. Somebody we haven't mentioned tonight, his teammate, John Sanu, right in behind him. Now, if they could just get Dakota around Kyle Stewart, they might be able to chase down Vern and McCulley, who's got now a 12-second lead. Disgusting. but those are some mighty fine-looking cars, don't you think? Whoever painted those cars did a heck of a job. And number 2, Mike Mitchell, finally getting out of pit road. Not sure what happened to him, but he's been here for the last 8 minutes. John Snell on the outside, going to get around his teammate. And here comes Burt Wilson. Burt Wilson going to cut down and, wow. Juking and jiving, baby.
Juking and jiving, ducking and diving. He's out there showing us his driving.
I can't believe you just said that.
What?
Hey, look at this. We're no longer single file. Now, this is Daytona racing. I prefer 3 wide, but, you know, hey, compared to what we've had, I mean, we don't even want to talk about the fact that Vern and Michael have got a 16-second lead now.
However, if something were to happen in this group, that 16 seconds can disappear really quick.
Well, we've got 60 down and 30 more to go. So far, everything's been green. Roy Hyde going back on that outside to reclaim the 3rd spot. And there we go. Dakota Floyd going to the outside. No, they're not. Take a look at the map and you can see. That, my friends, is what 18, 19-second gap looks like.
They are on separate sides of the track.
At Daytona. Looks like Burt Wilson and Roy Hyde are starting to get some momentum. Dakota's going to jump in with them and see if they can't catch. Well, I'm gonna have to say there, Brazy, that yeah, Oculus is working good tonight. Cheat codes worked out great. Got them in on the very first, you know.
I mean, honestly though, he hasn't had any Oculus issues this year.
No, he's just had steering issues.
I mean, he still tagged the wall just to test it out, and see if it was still there, which it was. But I mean, he hasn't had Oculus issues.
Yeah. All right there, Crazy. Go ahead and take over. We're going to leave you right here with Dakota Floyd, Burt Wilson, and Roy Hyde. It's all you, baby.
All righty. It's all me, and this is the race. Welcome in, everybody. Started with 18. We got one that is now out. Michael Mitchell is 11 laps down. Dakota Floyd has been able to get back on the lead lap-ish, maybe, kind of, not quite. Almost, but he's got a long ways to go. He's got a long ways to go. We saw earlier where they were kind of doing a roundabout on who was in front. That has seemed to have settled down a little bit. Not exactly sure what was going on. Leaders were out there running, and then after about 5-6 laps, they would kick to the inside and drop way back. Like I say, that seems to have settled down now because they seem to be holding their places when they get them now. Not rotating as much as they were. .24 laps to go. I don't have anything to say. Make sure. I mean, they're making left turns, Nation. They're making left turns. Vern and Mike are up 20 seconds now in front of Roy. And this group is 3 seconds in front of the other group. So getting some separation between the groups. Chuck Sweeting sitting back. He's only 2 spots behind Richard. So from a point standpoint, that's exactly where he wants to be. There's not enough spots, I think, for the other guys to catch up and get points to take over. So, because after you get past Dakota, which Dakota is back, once you get past Dakota, you got Rick Fagone, which is about almost he's 18 points behind Chuck right now. So, and we've only got 18 cars here tonight. So it's really Richard, Dakota, and Chuck that are fighting for it right now, and Dakota's running in 16th place, so they could. They're up 21 seconds now, and Michael's actually pulling away from Vern now. Michael just roaring away.
Let's take a look at this. It looks like we have Matt Egan on the back.
Oh, we got a caution.
And we are under caution. Vern Bradley is going to go off the track, and he's going to come up and tag Matt Egan. And that is why Michael McCulley is roaring away.
That was why he was roaring away. I completely missed that in the log over there.
Go ahead and take a look one more time. Not sure. Maybe let's try to back that up a little bit. See what happened to get him to go down into the grass. Oh, it was his own teammate. Give him a little. Yeah.
Did Matt Egan push?
No. It was all McCulley. I mean, it's racing. I'm not saying he did it on purpose or anything like that, but that's what happened. Vern Bradley going down there and come out and hit that slick grass and came right back up and wham, bam, right into McCully. Mike is so fired. Anyway, we're under our first caution here tonight at Daytona. As Vern Bradley spins out Michael McCulley going down pit road. I gotta find that sound alert. Whoopsie! Anyway, TJ Lee is now the leader. At least he's the car behind the pace car. TJ Lee, Burt Wilson, Vern Bradley, Michael McCulley, Roy Hyde, Kyle Stewart, John Sanu, Justin Ritchie, Rick Fergone, and Brandon Hinton is going to be your top 10 at the restart.
You can afford Lawyers Nation?
Are you kidding me? It's not his attorney. It's the homeless guy down by the casino. The empty wine bottle. Either that or the clerk at McDonald's. Giving him free legal advice, of course.
We'll see how those old tires versus new tires are on this takeoff.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, yeah.
Are you going to say that Michael and Bert might be?
Oh, yeah. But you know what they say? No, cautions breed cautions. We're under our first caution here tonight. And what do we got? 18. What do we got? 18 laps to go? Pace cars off the track.
Green, green, green.
And we are back under green here in Daytona. And TJ is giving her hell.
I was going to say it. He took off a lot better than I figured he would.
You got Burt Wilson, Michael McCauley, and Kyle Stewart all buckling up over there in the outside lane. Vern Bradley going towards the front once again. Oh, Burt Wilson is going to go down. And there it is. There it is. That is going to take out quite a few drivers. Roy Hyde was in that, Michael McCauley. TJ Lee, of course. And no caution. No caution. Let's go back and see if we can see what happened. Go from this lane here, and let's go back a little bit. Jacob Daniels come firing up. Burt Wilson. Oh, Kyle Stewart just getting freaked out with Burt Wilson coming back on the track like that. Went up a little bit. And looks like he, oh no, wait, that ain't the front.
No, that was the secondary action after the first
That was the
reaction.
secondary. There we go. Here we go. Burt Wilson, Kyle Stewart, Michael McCauley on the outside in behind Vern. Roy Hyde, John Sanu on the inside. Burt Wilson just cut right down. Burt Wilson must have thought he was clear. That's going to be his spotter's job, that's for sure. Gets a little bump right there from Michael McCauley, comes down, and yep.
That might have been what kind of pushed him down too.
Yeah. Yep. Michael McCauley might have just hit him on the outside. Let's go dissect this. You can see right, well, you know, I think it's just racing, boys. Because in all honesty, it looks like Kyle Stewart back there is giving some love in there to Michael McCauley, causing a chain reaction. And then the rest is, as they say, history. Back under live action. No caution is out. Justin Ritchie in the 55.
Which is interesting with the way some of them guys came back on the track. So
And look at this. Look at this. The KDMS team is 2, 3, and Dakota Floyd is back up to 4th spot after being 2 laps down. Justin Ritchie, John Snew, Jacob Daniels, Dakota Floyd, Brandon Hinton is your top 5. "13 laps to go." Somebody call down to Richard and tell him he's got an extra 50 to take all 3 of them out. I mean, what? This is going to hurt the pocketbook. There goes the winter budget. Jacob Daniels right there with the 27 of Brandon Hinton. Now moving into the top 4.
So now the thing to watch is, where's Dakota Floyd and where's Chuck Sweeting?
Chuck Sweeting is currently running
Because-
9th right now.
So as long as Chuck stays in the top 10, he doesn't have anything to worry about.
Well, there is definitely no 20-second gaps between these guys. Jacob Daniels bringing Brandon Hinton on the bottom. And look at this. Richard Holland realizing that, we're about that time. Roy Hyde went off the track. We're going to stick with this real quick.
It's starting to get a little dicey.
Things are getting a little dicey. TJ Lee, definitely off the pace. Involved in that last wreck. Gets
Gets
us
off the wall a little bit, trying to get out of the way too.
Yep. But he did a good job getting out of the leader's way. Ten laps to go here at Daytona. Leaders are catching up to Roy Hyde, who's unfortunate night circumstances is now down in 13th, and it looks like he might go a lap down. As the leaders go to the inside, another unfortunate incident in that last, well, I can't even call it a caution.
In that last incident in the last incident.
Not what I wanted to see at Daytona. KDMS cars 1, 2, and 3. Got the 66 that Seth Steele right in behind him. They're going to drop down and line out into the bottom side. Seth Steele looked like he wanted to go down there, but Jacob says, no, no, no. You know, typically this would be a good moment for a car owner. Typically. But they're going to give him hell on the outside. You got Richard Holland. He's creeping up, and he's got his teammate, Rick Vergone, and they got something to say about this 1, 2, and 3 stuff. And, of course, let's not forget about Seth Steele on that outside, doing a great job leading that outside lane. Six laps. It could get funky. 6 laps to go. What's the point spread between Dakota and Richard?
10. Between Dakota and Richard? 1.
Well, then Richard's got something to fight for. Chuck Sweeney falling back. Well, he's currently not. Kind of makes you wonder with 5 laps to go if Richard and his teammate are thinking about that third lane. Justin Ritchie on the outside, along with Seth Steele.
With where Chuck is at right now, if Richard were to get up front and win, I believe they would tie. No.
That's a lot of traffic for Richard to try to get through with 4 laps to go, but it can be done at Daytona. Coming up on some lap traffic right now. Michael McCulley going to stand his ground right there on the bottom side, forcing everybody to go 3 wide. And now the 55 of Justin Ritchie falls down in behind Jacob Daniels. And that lane gets a little boost right there. John Sanu out in front, Dakota Floyd right in behind. That's first, second, and third right there. 3 laps to go. 66 out there bouncing around. Seth Steele, keeps trying to get into that bottom line and nobody's letting him. Jacob Daniels.
Come on, guys.
Jacob Daniels is going to jump up in front of Seth on the outside lane. Richard Holland drops down in behind Michael McCulley. Michael McCulley is currently a lap down and running 12th. Seth Steele up there with Brandon Hinton getting a little nervous. Now it looks like the whole line shifted up to the top row. But you got teammates right there. You got Dakota Floyd, John Sanu, and Jacob Daniels. Jacob Daniels leading on the outside. John Sanu leading on the inside. Richard Holland looking to the outside. Final lap. If you got it something to do, you better do it. Currently running right now, John Sanu, Jacob Daniels, and Dakota Floyd. Seth is going to give Jacob a little tag. They're coming down. They're jumping out. And it is not going to be a 1, 2, and 3. Jacob Daniels, Johnson New. Johnson New is going to finish third. Justin Ritchie right there at the very end. Moving up to the inside and splitting the teammates to take second spot. Dakota Floyd will be your winner. Justin Ritchie second. Johnson New third. Jacob Daniels is going to take fourth tonight. Seth Steele will end up fifth. Brandon Hinton will be sixth. Richard Holland will finish seventh tonight. Rick Fergone will finish eighth. Chuck Sweeney ninth. Bert Wilson will round off the top 10. And there you go. There's your winner tonight, the 24 of Dakota Floyd. Two laps down, Brazy. What a crazy night.
Most definitely.
Late start. That put him his first lap down, and then he ended up having to go back into the pits right away. To come back and win it and mess up the car now. I don't know who's sponsoring that car, but they can't be too happy.
In more ways than one.
In more ways than one. Yeah, that's exactly it. All right.
I mean, they're ecstatic.
Yeah, that's it. They're just overwhelmed. Anyway, well, let's go ahead and get the scoreboard, official scoreboard up there. And you can see where your favorite racer has finished this evening. As we get ready for the final interviews for this series on season 14. All right. I think we got our first one up here.
Hello.
There he is right there, the man of the hour, Dakota Floyd. How you doing, brother?
I think my heart rate is about 250 right now, but
So how
I'm feeling pretty good.
So, I mean, how much money do you owe these people?
I think I'm in debt for the next 50 years.
I mean, you just went 2 laps down to winning the race at Daytona.
Yeah, I needed every card to fall on the table exactly the way I needed it to, and I was missing one more card in the deck, and that was Chuck finishing 1 spot lower.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. You didn't get that extra. You didn't get that bonus, baby.
I didn't, but you know
But
what?
I see you were trying to break me with Johnson and Jacob Daniels.
That's what we were talking about the last couple of laps. John had said it was going to be really expensive for DMS tonight.
Well, take us through the race, baby, because you
well-
definitely won it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I had to start for pit road tonight because of the incident last week. So,
The naughty.
yes, I had to serve my penalty tonight. So I started from pit road. And I don't know if you guys caught it. When I came out of pit road, I got a little sideways, and I caught the pit exit cone in my nose, and it actually slowed me down about 10 mile an hour. So I had to pit after about 6 or 7 laps, and then come back out.
So you got your
and then-
pee-pee spanked again.
Yeah, I was only 1 lap down, I think, at any given point. And me and Michael Whitmore had actually caught the main pack
Well,
because
yeah.
everyone was fuel saving so hard. So we'd caught them, and I was still good on fuel because I had pitted after about 6 or 7 laps. So that caught me up to everybody else, even running in open air as hard.
Yeah,
as I
when you
was.
were running with Michael was a lap down, and you were a lap down under him.
Oh, see, I thought he was still on the lead lap at that point because he was on
Yeah,
my
he was.
relative.
Oh, yeah, he was? Okay.
Yeah, he was
What the fuck
on the
do-
lead lap, and Dakota was a lap down.
Yeah.
What
so
am I talking
me
about then?
me and him chased down the main pack, and like I said, I pit after about 6 or 7 laps to get that cone out of my car, and it put me on the same fuel cycle as everybody else, luckily. So I was able to maintain a lap down throughout all of that.
Well, doesn't really matter how you did it. You just did it.
Probably the luckiest super speedway race I've ever had. I just shot all my luck for the next 5 years.
I mean, you had, I mean, at one time, Vern Bradley and Michael McCulley had over a 21-second lead.
Yeah. A lot of the main pack was doing some heavy fuel saving, and I guess at some point, before I'd gotten back to everybody, those guys had just driven away. They weren't fuel saving, so they were just trying to play the... Hopefully they could drive far enough away and fuel wouldn't matter. So
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
doesn't matter what strategy. The only strategy that counts is the one that gets you in the winner's circle, and that would be your strategy tonight, which I'd be honest with you, I have no idea what your strategy was, but it worked.
Hey, it worked at the end of the day. I don't know how, but it did.
Anybody you'd like to thank for your amazing win tonight?
Well, I have to obviously shout out the entire team tonight. Everybody was doing their best to help put the numbers in my favor. I can't thank those guys enough. Like, everyone was willing to sacrifice their spot to try to get me in a good position to make it happen. So I can't thank everybody: Kyle, Justin, John, Jacob, Matt, everybody. I cannot thank those guys absolutely enough for tonight.
Well,
Giving me one last hurrah.
I'm going to have to give Justin a big bonus because right at that last turn, he cut up in between everybody and got in between you and John and Jacob and ended up taking the second spot tonight. So
Saved you a little bit of cash.
a little bit.
Cash, and we're at the end of the season, so shout out to Vern and McCulley. It was another absolutely fantastic season.
Yes.
Could not ask for better racing. I think at some point you had said, I don't know how you get better than the last season, but every season we keep managing to make it better and better. And I hope the next season we get even more people in here and the racing is even better. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I have faith. They manage to keep one-upping it every season, so I have utmost faith in them.
Well, there you go. And almost congratulations on a champion, but
1 point shy, I think. I think it was 1 point
two.
shy.
2
points shy. Really? Oh, well, yeah, I guess he would have had to finish 10th to be one. Okay, so I guess I needed him to fall back a few more spots than I thought. But nonetheless, it was good racing, and thank you guys for broadcasting the whole season.
And you stayed clean.
Absolutely phenomenal. Yes, that was a miracle for me. And DMS, thanks for sponsoring us this season. It has been an absolute pleasure.
And and it just for shits and giggles, I see you wreck the car doing the spin out. So that's gonna cost.
Hey, I had to cost you one more motor before we went to the off season.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Your winner tonight, Dakota Floyd. Outstanding job, my friend. Fantastic season, man.
Thank you so much.
For the season.
Hey, I'll take it. Thank you so much, guys.
All right, we're gonna find our number 2 spot here somewhere. Or did he take off? Nope, there he is. Let's get him moved up here. How about you, Justin? You got a copy? Nope.
You got to pull him into the right room.
I did pull him into the right room.
No, he was in staging.
I'm here now.
No. Well, god dang, man. I'm sorry. How about you, Justin? You got a copy?
I do. What's going on, fellas?
Man, I owe you that last turn there and cutting up in behind Dakota and cutting off John Snow and Jacob Daniels from the 1, 2, 3 podium. I don't know if I could talk to all 3 of them tonight.
No, it's okay. You could just whatever their deal was, I'll take half.
Hey, so take us to the race, man. Strong night for you all night long. You were able. The biggest thing for you is you were able to keep clean.
Yeah, it was an interesting race. I kind of hate fuel mileage races because they're boring for 90% of the race. But yeah, it was good. It was nice. Still going back to look at some of the incidents to just see what happened because they happened so far away from me that it was kind of hard to look. But yeah, it's Daytona for you.
Well, you'll definitely get some replays. We got some good ones.
Good.
But I do have a question for you. What was going on in the first 15 laps or first 30 laps, 40 laps? People would get up there in front, get a good run going, and then they'd back down to the inside of the track and let the whole field go by. That was really confusing.
Yeah, so the fuel was super tight, so 90 lap race, and we were projected, if you were not saving, to get to about 43 laps. So you really had to save like 2-3 laps of fuel just to make it if it went green. And then you obviously want a little bit more to be able to push hard at the end. So that was a bunch of people just saving fuel to hopefully make a nice show at the end.
So getting up to the front, and then they realize, oh, okay, I gotta back down.
Yeah, once that clean air hits your front bumper, your fuel calculations on your black box shoot down pretty far.
Well, there you go, Brazy. Now we know.
Now we know.
It was all about fuel strategy.
Yeah, so it was super tight, super fun. Always fun.
Well, you look like you had a blast out there tonight.
Because we had no clue and we were completely confused as
yeah,
well.
I was like, wait
if
a
you
minute.
didn't know what the fuel was, I'd been so lost.
I was like, what in the flying fudge is it? Why go up to the front? Just stay where the hell you're at.
Yeah, that was an interesting race, but man, I was hoping I could push Dakota and that the numbers would work out to where he would win that chip, but I think he came up just short.
Yeah, he did.
Hate to see it.
The unfortunate thing, he had a great season though. So
Oh yeah, hey, and congrats to Richard and Chuck. Both of them had insane seasons. I'm not used to talking to you guys up here. Normally it's them, so it's nice that the roles are reversed for a change.
Yeah. Now there would have been an extra 50 if you'd have just tagged Dakota. So just letting you know.
Gotcha. I'll send you my Venmo after the stream.
Yeah, future reference. I'm not a very good car owner, am I? God, I'm kind of thinking this is going the wrong way.
Hey, whatever gets the clicks, right?
All right, brother, man. Anybody you'd like to thank for your podium tonight?
Just a big shout out to all the WFO guys for putting this on. I know this is wrapping up the Xfinity, but we got one more night tomorrow night. Big shout out to you guys for broadcasting every race. Always love going back to watch it, and big shout out to my teammates for always help push me to be the best driver that I can be, pretty much. So, yeah, I think that's just about it.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Your second place finisher tonight is gonna be the 55 of Justin Ritchie. Man, great job. Can't wait to see it next season.
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
All right. Now we're going to get the third place finisher up here and wrap this Xfinity season up for this year, this year. Where's he hiding at?
He's in the same one I was in.
Yeah. All righty. There we go. How about you, John? You got a copy?
Hey, I got you guys.
How are you doing tonight?
Good. Actually, I sat down at the wheel tonight pretty sick with like 101-degree temperature. So, all things considered, I'm not too bad.
Well, you burnt that damn thing out now, didn't you?
Yeah. Actually, I've sweated quite a bit here today with that, so I actually feel a little better. Not as good as if I had gotten first, but I kind of saw that coming.
Yeah, and then you guys doing your best to get up there 1, 2, and 3 to stick it to the man one last time this season. I see how that worked out.
I have to tell you, I don't know what happened to Jacob's pusher. 66, I think, just for whatever reason, backed off. I was pretty sure. I honestly was. I told him, I was like, Kate, I was like, DMS has got to be up there. Like, this is gonna be expensive.
Yeah,
because
it might have been mentioned.
It looked like it was going to be a 1, 2, 3, and maybe Jacob was going to pull off a win, which is awesome. It would have been cool to see Jacob get the first and the last race of the season victory, but yeah, something happened with this pusher, and then once that was open, uh, Kyle and Justin, or Dakota and Justin, run a lot together. So I figured as soon as Justin told was like, "Hey, I'm clear to go," and Dakota went. So he had to go for it. He's going for a championship, and that's one more spot he could have got. So yeah,
Yep.
it happens. It's the end of the race. So yeah, all good. I was happy to still get a podium finish,
Yeah.
and see, but after that one non-caution incident, whatever, I was happy just that we were able to get back into the pack and enjoy
Yeah,
the group.
that
I don't know
was
what
that
the
was
hell
quite
was.
yeah, that was quite bizarre that a caution didn't come out too. I was just like, what the fuck, dude? Half the field is all over the track and the wall and the inside. What? I know.
Yeah, so all things considered, I'm glad I was able to get up there. The car was pretty good. You just had to watch temperature because it would get warm if you stayed behind somebody too long. But
Yeah.
other than that, it was a pretty good race. The first half had to have been boring as hell because in these races here where it becomes a fuel mileage race because of the amount of laps versus fuel.
Yeah.
Um, you sort of the first half. Dakota had that whole issue. I don't know if you guys caught it. He spun out coming out of. He lost it coming out of pit road at the start.
Yeah.
Um, and actually caught the cone and had the cone in front of the car for quite a few laps before he had to pit to get it out because that was slowing him down. And then he was able to work himself back because everybody was going so slow. He was literally 2.5 seconds faster a lap
Yep.
than we were, and was able to catch the group because we were just pacing. But yeah, overall, pretty decent race. I think what was it? One caution, I
Yep.
think. For the
Well,
race. So
officially one caution, yeah.
officially one caution, and there were a couple shakeups there and there. Some contact, but it is Daytona. It actually does become some tight racing there. So overall, a good race. Again, this league has been amazing these last 2 years. As you guys have, broadcasted through it. It's still all things considered one caution at Daytona, last race of the year, where everybody's going for everything, and everybody wants to get a win. Still pretty good race. Hopefully, it broadcasted well.
Yeah. Well, it sure did. I had a blast. But
No, good. I'm glad it threw it. I'm glad it came through and it looked good. I'm sure the first half was a little boring, but after that, it should have gotten a little more racy for y'all.
well, anybody you'd like to thank for your third place?
Oh, for sure. Definitely want to start off with my sponsor that came on this year and brought the three of us on, Rig Radio. You can jump over to iHeartRadio, look up Rig Radio. It's an excellent radio station, or its call sign is KDMS 121.4. Go check it out. Think you'll like it. They've came on this year and it was awesome to have them on for the three of us. So appreciate them. Of course, appreciate the team. Dakota and Jacob. Jacob didn't think he was going to make it. He was at Chris's party, and he said he blew a bunch of red lights to get home in time to make the race. So luckily, Jacob was able to make it. And then the other guys that also sit in the room with us as well tonight was Justin and Kyle. And then Matt Egan was also able to come on. He comes in every once in a while and hangs out in the room when we race. So thanks to those guys. They help make it fun as well, especially through those boring times when you're just running 60 to 75% throttle, just running laps. So they make it fun. So that makes it more fun. Vern and Hal, of course, who put this league together way back when. I was lucky enough to happen to come upon them how many years ago when I just trying to figure this thing out, and was lucky if I finished on the lead lap half the time. Macaulay for admin in this whole thing, putting it all together, scheduling, everything else. He puts in a lot of effort, so it can't be appreciated enough. And then, of course, you guys up here doing the broadcasts. You guys always make it fun and interesting when I go back and watch it. So I appreciate the effort you guys put in as well.
Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, your third place finisher tonight, the number 86, John Sanu. Congratulations, sir.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, righty. And you know what, Brazy? One night a week, we get to enjoy this next interview. Yep.
One night a week.
Or one night a year. One night a season. I don't know. I mean, what? Why? Ladies and gentlemen, season 14. Is it official, Chuck?
It is official. Got the word from the man himself. So
All right, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, your official champion of season 14, Chuck Sweeney. Congratulations, brother.
Thank you. That was a kind of a stressful, weird kind of race there, wasn't it?
Oh, tonight? Oh, yeah.
we,
Dan.
we were completely confused for the first 30 laps
yeah,
or so.
it was like
we didn't understand what was going on.
It was like we were watching the racing for the first time in our entire lives. We're like, what the fudge? What are they doing? But
yeah, we were all trying to save because you could barely make it. If you were the leader of the pack, you'd burn like twice as much fuel. I don't know. The fuel mileage thing was really weird tonight, but I don't know. I think Vern and Michael had the right plan to just not save and make an extra stop with a splash of fuel, but then something happened and they had an accident and got the caution. So
yeah,
reset everything.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you are the season 14 Xfinity champion.
Yeah, just appreciate it. Appreciate all the hard work Michael and Vern, everybody does. Appreciate all the respect from the drivers. It's just such an awesome league. Every week it's so much fun to drive. There's no stress with this league, so that means a lot. And congrats to Dakota for a good season, good win tonight, and yeah, just thanks to everybody that watches and supports the league.
And it sure seems like these seasons are tougher to win, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They get tougher and tougher. The competition, it's interesting watching how guys improve so much. Because I was talking to Bird a while ago about how much Kyle has improved his speed and all. I mean, I know he's incredible on the road courses, but he's gotten so good on the ovals now. And everybody just improves week in and week out. So you can't
sure
slack
do.
off in this league and expect to win.
Well, they sure do. They're making it tougher and tougher. Well,
yeah.
Well, you got your thanks in, and the only thing left is to congratulate you one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, your official season 14 champion is going to be the number 75 of Chuck Sweeney. Congrats.
Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night and see what we can do then.
All right, brother. Have a great night.
Thanks, you too.
Well, Brazy, that is going to take us to the absolute end of the Xfinity Series in Season 14. Any final thoughts on the season?
We said it last year, say it again this year. Another great season. 18 cars in tonight. I think, 2 seasons ago, we had 10. So, I mean, that just goes to say how great we've got of people that are running now. And even when they're not in it, they still run it and make it interesting, make it fun for everybody. Give them the challenges, and it's been fun to watch some of these guys grow and challenge some of the guys that have been around for a while. And like you said, some of these guys are making it difficult for the guys that used to win a lot. Now they're not winning as much, and it's making the seasons a lot more interesting. And, I just want to thank everybody for letting me be a part of this, and thank McCulley for getting all the talent that he gets in every year, and WFO and Vern for setting everything up in the beginning. And I wasn't a part of that, but I've become a part of it. So I want to thank everybody for letting me be here and joining in, and I hope you all had a great season, and we'll see you on the next one.
There we go. Couldn't have said it better myself, man. Big shout out to WFO. Big shout out to Vern Bradley, Michael McCulley for making this all happen. And Brazy for joining me in the booth this year. Man, it's been fun. It's been great. The whole season's been great. Fans have been increasing, coming in, getting more numbers. That's fantastic. Absolutely is. So on behalf of Sir Brazy Bull and me, Deadman Strolling, and WFO Racing Network, we want to thank each and every one of you for joining us this season. God bless, and we out of here. Peace.
Later on, everybody.